This is Judy up in Amazon Jude up in Wyoming. We're paying attention to what's going on down in Florida. Pretty tough right now. I think we had our last disaster down in Louisiana. And if anybody's down there and wants to share their what's going on right now for helping you folks recover, we'd sure be interested. I think we all know the mainstream media isn't going to tell us much. They're all fixated on getting Clinton elected, even though nobody wants her. But we would like some real updates on what's going on down there, Louisiana, and we would like some updates of what's going on over in Florida. I just looked at some of the satellite imagery, and I don't see a lot of red and yellow, which is kind of a good thing. So it might dissipate. It looks like it's going to probably miss a lot of you guys, pretty close to the tip and hit somewhere along North Carolina or upwards. But you're still going to have a lot of flooding from what I can understand. I've never been a Weather Channel person, but I do understand satellite imagery pretty good. So anyway, I wanted to tell you that up here in Wyoming, our hearts are going out to you guys. I would like to make a plea for anybody who has extra room or vehicles that can help people get out of there to please help them. And even if it's just a tent in a yard, I'm sure they'll appreciate that. We all know FEMA is a failure. I hope when our newly president gets in, that he goes through some of these agencies and cleans this up. I mean, I would have liked to seen something better happen for Katrina and then Louisiana flood and this one that's coming in. Our infrastructure is junk. I really appreciate the fact that Mr. Trump is willing to do that. I think he's probably the best one to do that. He understands. He's been all over the world. He's ridden these trains, and he's very intuitive that way, that he catches on. And I think that would be the best way to go. Um, in the words of former President Nixon, I know a lot of people don't like him for that 18 minutes of missing data, but I think we've far and surpassed that with Hillary Clinton here. He said, in the words of Richard Nixon, she's colder than a witch's tit. I think that quite suits it really well because she was trying to run ads in Florida while these guys are being pounded. She wants to run campaign ads. I have a problem with that. Okay, I'm back. I forgot. I was trying to finish up dinner and get things rolling, but anyway, I think it was really cold of her to run campaign ads during one of our, looks like it's going to be a pretty good disaster, pretty bad disaster. Although it does look good on the screen, it's turning green. It's not yellow and red and get all crazy over. But there's going to be devastation. There's no doubt about it. We'll know more. This is 6:02 p.m. in Wyoming, and I'll check back with the Weather Channel in a little bit. Back to the campaign trail. I could not believe that Mrs. Clinton would run ads on the Weather Channel, and then on one of their news shows, this gal gets up there and she goes, well, it's probably the best time because she would get the most coverage. I about fell out of my chair. I was like, because she gets the best coverage? Are you kidding me? this woman has no soul. And it seems a lot of the ones that are, backing her have no soul. They don't care about us. They care about letting refugees in, and terrorism is okay, and abortion is okay up until the very last day of the baby's 36 weeks of ingestion. But now they're going to, oh, don't get me started. Anyway, I just wanted to say, after my whole day today, because I had to go get, even I felt the pinch, out here in Wyoming. I was like, winter's going to come on. And I live outside of town, and, I don't want to go and find grocery shelves. They're scaring the shit out of us, is the plan. So that we'll all go, oh, well, Hillary knows all the answers. She's been there for 35 years. I'm not buying it. That woman has never wanted for anything. Actually, she's never really worked a job unless it was getting off some kitty rapist. Other than that, she attached herself to old Bill Clinton's ass going, man, this guy's going places and I'm going with him no matter what. So, anyway, I guess this is it for me right now until I get a little more. But I'm telling you guys, our country's at stake. Our rights are at stake. I spent a little over $250,000 in Wyoming to fight for property rights for the grandfathering. And this is part of the New World Order. It's control the water, control the food, control the energy, control the transportation, control the education. And that's what this is about. And I know you're going to think, oh, Judy, you need to slap on that tinfoil hat. But my God, it doesn't take a genius to figure out they're trying to control everything. They're going to flood our country with all of these people who don't even like us. And you know what? That was Obama and Hillary's program. Them guys turned around and went and destabilized an entire region, then pumps guns into over there. The money goes into her foundation, and they're worried about Trump charity in New York. Well, this guy's also a Democrat. She's pulled everything there is to pull. I mean, this is like a never-ending soap opera that you would watch on TV as the bullshit turns. Anyway, I advise you guys, if you've got open rooms or homes or places where these guys can come to, please let them in, or at least, put a tent in the yard, or let them stay in the garage or something like that. And you won't be sorry. God will love you for this. It's humanity. I don't look for FEMA to help a whole lot until it passes Congress, with their $90 billion bullshit, when all it would take was forcing companies to pay off on flood insurance or disaster relief. So, all right, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox. But I'm telling you, her putting those ads on the Weather Channel, if I could be in front of her right now, I would smack that old woman so hard in her head that her brain tumor or blood vessel would burst. I think we're done with the Clintons and the Bushes and the Obamas and I could get started on Obama. He was nothing. How he ever got in the president's chair is beyond me. Must be good speech writers and teleprompters, because the son of a bitch sure can't talk on his own. Anyway, sorry. I've had a couple cocktails with the girls today, and we were discussing all this. And the next time I hear somebody say that women don't like Trump, I'm going to tell you, bitches, maybe if you got a little more ass from a man then stood around and demanded them to take care of your high maintenance ass, you might have a good life. I've been married to my man for 20 years. He knows I'm a mouthy woman. But you know what? I like a man. I like the way he smells. I like the way he tastes. I like the way he tells me sometimes just shut up. Maybe you could learn something from that. This is Judy signing off from Casper.